Hi everyone, my name is Akshaya Kaule. I'm a nature and animal communicator, which means I can speak to plants, animals, and other species and have two-way conversations with them. As we now step into the year 2026, these are a few things I want to take along with me that I have been learning in the year 2025. These are things that I have not completely learned, but I'm exploring, and they also help me understand myself better as well as my work with nature and animals to a deeper extent. So, here are just a few learnings that I would love to share with all of you, and I hope that you find it interesting. And I also hope that if you have any other learnings, you please mention it in the comment section below. Number one is patience. This year has taught me patience, and I'm still learning to embrace it in my day to day life. A lot of things that I felt were stuck or blocked in my life finally came to fulfillment in the year 2025. It only taught me that there are certain things that are not under our control, and just being patient with them and trusting the universe's plan can sometimes bring them to fulfillment without much effort from our end. The only thing we can do is focus on the things that are under our control and we can change, and letting the things that we cannot change be without stressing about them. I know it's extremely difficult, it's easier said than done, but it's genuinely something that I have experienced this year, and I hope to take this lesson with me in the next year so other things where I feel maybe stuck or blocked can automatically fall into place for me. So, patience is one big learning that I want to take with me in the year 2026. The second lesson that I've learned is related to patience, which is stillness. A lot of times we want to do a lot of things, we want to learn a lot of things, we want to do a lot of communications, we want to go deeper into things, and in that quest of learning and seeking, we sometimes forget that stillness is what helps us integrate things that we have already learned. And hence I keep repeating that these are lessons I've not fully integrated. I've only been introduced to them, I'm only scratching the surface, and I'm sure it's a lifelong learning. And I truly hope that in the next year I'm able to do better, and each year I'm able to integrate it more into my life. So, bringing this stillness to enjoy what I have and to then think about where I want to be is something that I will be focusing on in the year 2026 as well. A lot of it has been done in 2025, and I hope that 2026 brings more opportunities where I can actually materialize this lesson of stillness. The third lesson that I have learned in 2025, which I want to take in 2026 with me, is not necessarily being focused on outcomes but enjoying the process. This is especially true with communications. A lot of times, as a communicator also, I'm focused on the outcome rather than the process of communication. This is also because when people reach out to us, they have certain things in mind, and as humans we tend to get carried away. In these conversations that I've had with animals, plants, and landscapes, I have realized that animals are not driven by their sense of outcome or resolution always, but sometimes it's just about being in the moment, listening and grasping whatever is happening, which eventually may lead us to the desired outcome, but that's not their focus. So, not jumping onto conclusions, not always only thinking about the outcome, but being in the moment and seeing what this experience has to offer to us has greatly changed the way I communicate as well as the way I live my life. I'm still in the learning process, like with everything else, but I hope to carry this with me in 2026 and explore more and learn more about myself and the work that I do with nature and animals as well. The fourth thing is letting go. Sometimes we are unable to live up to expectations of others. This may happen with family members, this may happen with animals, this may happen with clients. I've had experiences this year when the client wasn't happy with what I had to offer to the best of my ability. Sometimes they were disgruntled, sometimes they were disappointed, and I had to set that boundary around myself to understand what I am okay with doing and what I am not okay with doing even at the expense of disappointing the client. This does not mean that we get into fights, we get into confrontations, we are impolite. We need to do it politely, compassionately, with a lot of empathy, but ensuring that we learn to let go and stick to our sense of boundaries and ethics is equally important, despite, or rather irrespective of what other people may opine. I know this is a very generic message, but this is something that has repeatedly come up this year, and I would love to work on it more as I step into the new year. And the last thing is something that I have learned every year, and I'm continuing to learn every year, and I want to continue learning, is focusing on my boundaries. Boundaries are extremely important in my personal and professional life, and ensuring that I don't allow others to overstep on them with kindness, compassion, and empathy is something I would love to work on. This again may happen in our personal lives, in our professional lives. It could happen when we are the client and someone is offering us service, and we realize if those boundaries are trespassed by us or by others, it is our responsibility to keep our safe space continue to be safe. If it isn't safe anymore, if it isn't clean anymore, we won't be able to do this work sustainably. So this is something that I'm learning, and I hope to carry it with me in the next year as well. So these are a few lessons I have learned in 2025, which I want to keep learning in 2026. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, found it helpful, and if you have such things to share, please do it in the comment section below. I would love to learn from your experiences. Until the next video, bye bye.